Hi, hello, and welcome back to Bioenergetics with me, Devaraj. Today I want to talk a little bit more about a very interesting aspect of self-development and particularly in moving forwards in life as it relates to psychology and psychotherapy. Because the impression you can often get from psychology and from mainstream psychology, mainstream psychotherapy, is that if you clear your stuff out, your childhood issues, and you get your mind kind of working properly, then you'll have a more successful life. But whilst to a degree this is broadly true, there is one key aspect which is missing, and really missing in the whole field of psychology, and that is charge. It's the basic amount of energy that is in your body that is free and available for you to direct. Because without charge, it is very hard to move forwards in life, and this area of psychology has never really been picked up. It was picked up by Wilhelm Reich, a student of Freud, back in the 1920s, and bioenergetic therapists have been working with this for a while, but out in the world, people often just do not understand this, and it actually can lead to understanding conditions like depression much better, and also understanding the difficulties that some people have in just getting out into the world and doing their thing. So charge essentially is, like I say, the amount of free energy that you have available so that your mind can decide what you want to do with it, and it helps you to move forwards in life. And when we look, say, at depression, what you'll see is someone who is pushing down on the charge. So the free energy that they've got, they are mostly unconsciously basically squashing down the rest of their energy, essentially because that's a learned or possibly a genetically acquired survival skill that they started to use during childhood. And so for a depressed person, they can undergo a lot of they can undergo a lot of psychotherapy, but it is not necessarily useful to untangle the roots of their depression and their relationship with their dad, their mum, and all this kind of thing. It may be useful, it may anyway be interesting, but what is often more important is to get the level of charge in the body up, and that they can start to accept having a much more charged framework. Because if you look at the psychology of a depressed person, if you just talk to a depressed person, often they have ideas to get up and do stuff. They're not lacking ideas. It's just that the energy in the body isn't sufficient to literally physically move them upwards, to literally get them to go up, to stand up, and to do what they need to do. And so increasing the charge inside a depressed person and starting to clear out some of the old stuck charge that they're pushing down on is very, very beneficial. And this is a really easy example which enables us to understand charge in a more general context in terms of moving forwards. Because you may have a lot of ideas of what you could potentially do in life, but if you don't have enough charge in your body to get you up and say, okay, I'm going to do that, then you will just kind of, you'll reach, I'm going to do it, collapse. I'm going to do it, collapse. And this will just go on. So it's important to understand this concept of charge when you want to move forwards. When you want to get out into the world, you need to do stuff to charge your body up with energy. And ideally, you want to start to clear out some of the stuck charge, which is stopping you from being mobile, so that energy can be mobilized and you can use it to do something positive that you're behind. Great ways to do this include breathwork and bioenergetics. Something that you can just do for yourself is to get up fairly early in the morning and just breathe deeply, ideally outdoors or at least near an open window, and just literally take in air for 10 minutes. Take in air, breathe in deeply, simply taking in air, standing up. This will really support you if you do it daily to have more charge of energy in your system, and then you can learn to direct it. Where a lot of people go wrong with this, or going wrong is not such a great thing to say in this day and age, but where a lot of people could do it aren't making the best use of their energy, is what happens when the charge in your body increases is that your emotions come up, and a lot of people are afraid of their feelings. We've been taught that if we're very emotional, then we could get castigated or in some way chucked out of society, we won't get a partner, we won't get friends and this kind of thing. And you have to get over this if you have this, you know. You have to be willing to allow more emotions to flow in your system, because if you want more energy to flow, then inevitably some of that is going to go into feelings, and feelings will be more intense. And if you can accept that, if you can just accept that, then a lot will move for you. If you can accept that, okay, my feelings are going to get more intense. Sometimes I will really be upset. You know, sometimes I will really be angry and pissed off. You know, if you can accept that, then you can allow your energy to start to step up. Start with deep breathing in the morning. You know, you can combine it with some bio, you can combine it with some qigong, whatever you like. But just really taking air, breathing in and out through the mouth, down towards your belly. And do this regularly, 5 to 10 minutes every morning, and you will notice over time a change. You will notice over time a change. Your energy comes up, and now you have the ability to push through the basic level of resistance that's there towards creating positive change in your life. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little chat and it was useful for you. Feel free to check out bioenergetics.org.uk for my book on bioenergetics, and also workshops and my online course. Speak to you soon, guys.